One of these days I'm going to remember to unmute the frickin' button. I have like one job, and it's to unmute. Hi, everybody. You can hear me now. Hello. Basically, what preceded this was, in fact, the greatest sports analysis in history. Hopefully, you could read lips. I am Dave. You shouldn't care. That's what happens when I don't have the comments up. 6 straight wins. Why do you care? Seriously, why do you want to hear me? It doesn't matter. You're all rejoicing, and you should be. My goodness gracious. The beam is lit. Oh, and let me tell you, this was honestly, I hope none of the Kings have warrants, because they might be going to jail tonight, because this was a crime that was committed. They stole this game. They absolutely stole this game from the Pistons, and it's what good teams have to do. It's what good teams have to do. Yeah, dude, the refs were dumb. Not gonna lie, the refs were not great. But you can't always do that. You can't always blame the refs as much as I think you should be able to. You can't always blame the refs. But boy, did they do a good job at trying to get us to blame them, because that sucked. That was bad. I mean, that was really bad. And our guy Kevin Huerter was the one that really got screwed on that. I mean, we can get the Malik Monk thing here later, but yeah, it was one of those, please don't foul him with your face, Kevin. It was bad. Sometimes the sound works, sometimes it doesn't. So I need you amateur program directors. I want to call back this Kevin Huerter post-game interview. See if we can see him light the beam in the background. Get in the comments and I want to make sure you can hear it. Here's Huerter with everybody.
18 points in the fourth quarter for you. First of all, how are you guys able to get it done, and describe this scene inside the arena right now?
Man, there's a lot of fun. These fans have come out for us night in and night out. Today's no different, and this wasn't pretty. This was an ugly one, but we pulled out in the fourth quarter.
Kevin, you hit some big shots late. What was your mindset on some of those clutch shots?
Yeah, I was struggling to shoot the ball a little bit early in the game. A lot of coaches, players tell me in the huddle to keep shooting. A lot of fans yelling at me to keep shooting. So, Domas kept getting the ball in the middle of the court, kept finding me, and some fell.
Kevin, what was the mindset coming out in the second half, especially because the defense wasn't as good as it was in the first half?
Yeah, our defense wasn't good all night. That was a team. They shot it really well against us. Some guys that scouting report weren't supposed to be three-point shooters were making shots. And like I said, it was ugly, but we're going to win a lot of games, put up 137.
Kevin, it's only a short time here in Sacramento for you and for me, to be honest with you. This is only my third season. But how electric was this one? And what do you say about this Sacramento crowd?
This is electric. We're giving something to cheer for. That's 6 in a row. It's a great homestand for us. Taking care of business here at home. We're about to go on the road, so it's a great send-off for us getting this last one.
Obviously a lot of people went into this game going, hey, you guys need to beat the Pistons. But you guys had to battle this one out. What can you learn from a win like this?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't shoot it great all night. That's something we were talking about in the huddle towards the end of the game is, we got to figure this out without shooting well. And made enough shots at the end of the game, got a couple stops we needed to at the end of the game. But, we've been a team that shot really well from the three-point line. This was one of the first games we did and still figured it out.
All right, Kevin Huerter, big game for you, my friend. 24 points, 13 in the fourth. Congratulations.
I mean, honestly, good stuff. And he kept it together. Remember, we have Kevin Huerter each and every Wednesday, sometimes Tuesday, but usually Wednesday on the program at 8:27. I didn't get the lighting of the beam. Help me out, because I was prepping this thing. Who lit the beam tonight? Who was the post game? I want to know who that was. I want to know how that went. I know that you get a lot of questions, almost as many questions about the about the win streak and the Kings itself as what's going on with the beam and what are they doing. Trust me when I say the Kings, think about this, all these years of losing, and the people I probably feel the most sad for are the game ops people that have had to try to find ways to get you guys to be entertained when you go to the games. Well, now it's like their job is so much easier, so much better, and they're working on all kinds of awesome stuff. Was it Sabonis that lit the beam? He deserved it. Domantas Sabonis tonight. We'll go over some of the numbers here in a quick second. Let me get this screen up for you real quick because I want to show you. Look at these standings. Look at the Sacramento Kings. Are you kidding me? 9-6. Now they're down here. I wish ESPN, I know they're probably doing it in alphabetical order. Are they? Yeah, Dallas, Denver, Sacramento. That sucks. 9-6. The Kings are tied for the 5 seed with Dallas and Denver. The Kings are we're going to get to the Bagley smack in a second, Rocco, and everybody else. I'm here for it too. The Kings are 1.5 games out of the 1 seed. We're 15 games into the season. They have won 6 in a row. I believe that is second only to, the Celtics, who we play, I want to say, next Friday. And then if we go ahead and we stack everything this way, look at this. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. They now have a full, going into this game, it was a 10th of a point. They now have a 1.2 point lead on these guys, on Boston for the best offense. And then look at the difference. Look at the difference below that. Utah, who's probably been this year's biggest surprise other than Sacramento, maybe even bigger, depending on who you talk to. They're almost a full 4 points ahead of third place. 2.8, I believe, is my math. Now, unfortunately, they have also now given up the third most points in the league. You know what? I don't care, dude. Give up 180 points a game. Go ahead. I don't care as long as you score 181. That's a great point. By the way, either Denver or Dallas is going to be behind them tonight, so the Kings will be in a 2-way tie. Let's look at the box score here real quick, and then we'll get to some other stuff. The return of Marvin Bagley, 15 points, 6 boards, and he did actually, in addition to 15 points and 6 boards, he got an L. Yeah, got an L. Take the L, dude. I have nothing against him. I really don't. In fact, I spent much of the day defending Marvin Bagley and how bad I felt for him. But his dad was courtside, and he's walking down L Street right now, literally and figuratively. So he can take that L all the way home. Jaden Ivey looked good. In fact, in a different world, think about it, guys. In a different world, if this Kings team is sucking, all we're hearing about is how we should have taken Jaden Ivey. You know, he had 24 points and looked amazing, and Keegan had 13 on 4 of 10. That's all we're hearing about. Harrison Barnes was amazing tonight with 27. Obviously, De'Aaron, not just 33 points, not just 7 assists, but also just MVP type play, all-star type play, leader type play. It's what I keep saying about De'Aaron all year. What's different about De'Aaron is he's doing the things that need to get done when they need to get done. And I know that sounds a little duh. He's stepping up at all the right times. He's the guy that gets you the thing that you need. And he picked his spots. Look at that from the free throw line. Look at this 9-9. That was probably the biggest, most frustrating thing to me about De'Aaron his whole career. It was like you knew there was an amazing free throw shooter there. The guy's degree of difficulties on his shots are insane. And then he is shooting like 71% lifetime or whatever from the line, 9 of 9. He's been a revelation this year. Bench did, I guess, what they needed to do, but the bench wasn't the story tonight. The bench has bailed out the starting lineup a few times on the streak. This was the starters. Kevin Huerter tonight, 24 points. What did he have 13 in the fourth? I saw that stat at one point. I think he had 13 in the fourth. Just some clutch shots, especially when you felt the game just slipping away. The Kings were, I want to say, down 5 with 5 minutes to go. And he was just such a huge part of that. Harrison with 27. I know I sound like a broken record here, but I just want to highlight again. I want to highlight without taking anything away from anyone else, because it really was a team effort. Javier, what's the K9 record from the show? Yeah, dude, that would be 5-0. Since the Kevin Huerter show started, I believe it's 5-0. I don't think it's 6-0. I think they had the one win coming in. I could be wrong. I could have sworn they beat Miami and then he came on next. I believe they're 5-0. Domantas Sabonis is just sublime, and not the band. He 15, 13, and 7. That's awesome. And even though he had the 5 fouls, he managed to stay on the floor, and some of those fouls were garbage, including the one, once again, I want to say that's the third foul that Mike Brown has had turned over that went to Sabonis. I know for a fact it's at least the second. I want to say it's the third this year. At some point, to channel our old friend DeMarcus, it's getting ridiculous out here. It is getting ridiculous. It really, really is. And I understand when you look at, let me just make sure I know what I'm talking about here. 20-23 from the line for the Pistons, 31-35. So you look at this and you go, oh, well, come on, dude. 35 free throw attempts. They're getting calls. They are getting calls, but they're also getting a lot of calls blown. The Huerter elbow was a blown call. The Sabonis over the back was a blown call. They're getting 2, 3, 4 calls a night blown. And the refs don't have to be perfect. They're going to make mistakes, but my God. Then again, look at this. 34.3 from behind the arc is not terrible. That's fine. I think that's probably right around the league average, maybe a little lower. But look at this. You don't win without shooting 88.6% from the line. 31 of 35. 31 of 35. When does that happen? When does that happen? How many times is that a loss? Because we look at, free throws were the problem. The Kings went 22 of 35. That happens. That's 9 points. That's a 1-point loss. Obviously, 55.3% from the field is great. Let's take a look at. I want to note some of these. I'm going to go through my Twitter notifications, which might be, completely dangerous. It was so crazy. Oh, hold on a second. I got Katie here who wants to. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Here, we're gonna have a surprise guest, I think. Let me see here. Hold on. Hey, Katie, you're on my post game show. Let me see if I can make this work. Can you say hi, Katie? Hold on. Let me see if I can make this work. Roadcat. Go ahead, Katie.
Well, hello.
Hi. Now, hold on. Now, I want people in the because I'm doing this new. Let me see if they can hear you. People get in the chat. Let me know that you just heard Katie. Otherwise, I'll just put the phone to the mic. But I'm pretty sure they did hear you. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Sorry, I didn't know you were doing this. I can bother you later.
Oh, they can hear you. Nope, that's fine. Are you okay talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I sound terrible. I would think people had heard enough of me already.
No, nobody's heard enough of you. Can I? I'm always very careful. Can I share what we spoke about before the game?
Sure.
As far as you, and so just so you people know, Katie, who is tested and fine and all that, Katie called me this afternoon, and honest to God, it sounded like she was half dead. She was, and I felt, we talked, what was it, Katie, about 10, 11 a.m., maybe a little later. And she was feeling horrible, and then they're leaving out of town tomorrow at 9, 10 a.m. But you sucked it up. You did the game. And Katie, I got to be honest, I might be biased. I thought maybe it was your best call of the year.
You only are saying that because you're leaving out a bunch of information that you feel might be dangerous to tell people.
Why? What are you talking about?
So I'll be honest. You're constantly on me for prepping too much for games, and I called to tell you today that I felt like I was dying because women are dramatic, right? That's
right.
what you want to say.
Your words, not mine.
Yes, exactly. But no, it was either prep or sleep so that I had enough energy to get in my car and go to work.
Right.
So this is like the first time ever that I did not do my normal hours of prep work for this game. Normally I watch at least 2 games of the team we're about to play prior to them coming. Like I didn't get to do that. So I went into this game really kind of blindly, and it was uncomfortable because I never do that. But like when I got to the arena, I went and I ate, like I always eat when I get there. And I felt so terrible that I went back to my car and I laid down in my car and turned on the heater because I was freezing. And I think I laid down in my car for like 45 minutes because I just felt so disgusting and just so sick. So this was a brutal one for me tonight.
Well, you did a great job, seriously, and she's right. Katie is the most prepared person I know. That's a fact, and she and I have different opinions when it comes to preparation. But honestly, it was because you were off the cuff. I mean, listen, if you're not, I dare I say, I think your line of the year, and that doesn't happen if you're not half in the bag sick. Is if he doesn't get hit in the face, he's getting hit in the junk, like. Hippity hop to the barber shop. He's getting hit in the junk. You're finally coming into your own. And that's the Katie I know. That's the Katie I'm always begging to come out on the airwaves. And not only did you do a great job tonight, but how about this team? And that's kind of been the theme so far tonight. Yeah. Good teams steal wins they shouldn't have. And they kind of stole this one tonight.
I think first of all, it's hard for any team to string together 6 wins in a row because the more momentum that you gain and attention that you gain in the league, the more that teams are kind of taking you more seriously when they come in. Right. And so the Kings are in a position that they haven't been in a long time, which is that they're winning and they're gaining a lot of respect around the league. So that in effect is making it harder each game for them to get a win because teams are taking them more and more seriously. And so what I loved about the win tonight is that they figured out a way to do it in the last 4 minutes. I mean, they were giving up offensive rebounds. They were just scoring back and forth. There was no stops. It wasn't their night. They were not getting calls.
No.
It was so reminiscent to me of the other 2 games during this 10-game streak prior to coming in. Now 11, they're 9 and 11, 9 and 2 over their last 11. So it didn't matter. They overcame those things, and I thought that was what was really important in this win tonight. Is that it wasn't pretty. It was ugly, brutal at times. Everyone was getting fouled and beat up and smacked in the face and elbowed and Malik gets ejected, but yet they still figure out a way to carve it out.
You're up, what, 8 a.m., 7 a.m. tomorrow? You got to go home and pack tonight?
Yeah, I got to pack tonight. We got to be at the on the flight by 9:30 in the morning. So off to Memphis.
Is there any chance you're going to, I know I can't tell you to pack in the morning. That won't happen. But,
that's dangerous to do, especially when you're sick like this.
How about eat something, take something, lie down?
You know what? Easy. I will be honest, every time I eat, I get sick right now. So there has not been a lot of food consumption. So.
Oh, good. Well, just don't eat. That's always a good way to take care of things.
Hey, you know what? Maybe my dresses will fit just a little bit better.
Wow. Again, your words, not mine. You did a great job tonight. 6 wins in a row. Thank you for the pop in. I love you tons.
Yeah. Light it up.
Light it up. Talk to you soon. That's Katie. I want to note some of these. I'm going to go through. Oh, sorry. You never know who's going to pop in. How about these guys?
Sactown in the bay, we taking over.
This guy.
We getting 40 wins this year.
Every time that kills me. We're getting 40 wins this year. By the way, today is the 1-year anniversary of the puke guy. This is remember, he threw up on the court. And then team was fired. Luke was fired. And we kind of came up with it online today. The Cubs have Steve Bartman, and then everything got better. And Steve's kind of a hero now in Chicago. This is Heave Barfman. And I love the name. Now, those of you who are here locally, you're probably familiar with the band called Oleander. They had a bunch of hits back in the day, and their lead singer sent this to me. I think I can play it. We came up with Heave Bartman seriously, like, I don't know, 10 a.m. this morning, and by 11 a.m. Dude sent me this. Let me see if I can play it.
with that heave, barf man. With that heave, barf man. We're lighting the beam, because of heave, barf man. We owe everything to heave, barf man.
I know MC's a lot in the morning show all the time, and he's this guy's not a hero. I understand. I understand he's not a hero. I hear what you're saying. We don't want to glorify getting hammered, and I get it. But I mean, listen. Let's see what these guys have come up with. Somebody just sent me this. Let me see. I by the way, I hope this isn't too. I hope this isn't too annoying to you guys that I'm rolling through here. But you guys are always really good at sending me stuff, and I want to share it with you because not everybody can see it. If you have questions or anything down below, I know I should be running a normal post game show and going over stats and stuff. We kind of did that, but listen, I just want to have a little bit of fun. You can see what my timeline looks like. There was somebody did this thing. I want to show you guys. I'm sorry. This is totally unprofessional. I get it. Guy just, here we go. What? I haven't seen this yet. You're seeing this the same time I am. You guys with your graphics are flipping amazing. Let me see here. Here you go. Seeing it at the same time I am.
Captain, I picked up another ship.
That's so great. I wish I knew how to video edit. I truly do. I wish I knew how to video edit. I really do. Here's keep them coming. Here's De'Aaron Fox post game. Come on, De'Aaron. What are we doing here? You gonna play, De'Aaron? No, come on.
One streak of your career plus crazy fans tonight. Just what was that game like for you to be on the court? And I know it looked a little shaky there early, but you guys recovered well.
I mean, I think it's always exciting, to go on a win streak and especially to do it at home. I mean, if we're on the road, we probably don't even win that game, especially with the way that we're defensively. And I mean, they're shooting 60% from the field, 60% from three for a majority of the game. I'm not sure what they finished with, but I mean, it's good to get out of there with a win, even when you're not playing your best, and even when they're making shots. It's always great to get out with a win, learn a lesson, but win the game.
Yeah, De'Aaron, two things for you real quick. When Malik got tossed and Detroit picked you to shoot the free throw,
I was like,
you have a little something to say?
Yeah, I was like, what are y'all doing? I was like, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know why they. Yeah, I don't think I missed a free throw today. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, I think it was 9 and 9 from the line. You've shot the ball really well this year. How much more confident are you there, and how much of that has to do with the work that you put in with Luke Laux this offseason?
I mean, I definitely think it's the work, but I think a large majority of it is picking my spots. We work on stuff. We work on mid-range threes, free throws, everything. But I think just being able to get to my spots and pick and choose what I'm shooting has played a large factor. And the work that we put in, a lot of form shooting, and it's paying off. I mean, I feel like we're still early in the season, so you just want to be able to keep that shooting streak going.
De'Aaron, we've seen multiple people having in the starting lineup alone having double-figure scoring games, and across the 6-game win streak, you all are averaging 131 points. What do you think's been the key to so many people being successful offensively?
I mean, just ball movement, our screening, cutting. I think we're getting a lot of quality shots. Honestly, like as a team, I don't think we take too many bad shots or whatever the stat is. So just the way that we're playing, we're getting up and down the court. Obviously, it's a fun brand of basketball but for what we have to do and where we want to get to defensively, we have to be better.
De'Aaron, what does it say about?
All right, let's. I know you guys will get all that somewhere. I've been gathering some of this stuff. I'm trying to do all this at once, so forgive me. Just some stuff that I think is really cool. Look at this. Sports Center love the Beam team. Kings won 6 in a row for the first time since 2005. How great is that to see? How great is that to see? Look at this. Let's see. I always remember Fox Slander. I'm looking for my favorites here. Are these my favorites? Did I favorite that too? No. Where are my favorites? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. This is a Light the Beam chant again. I haven't heard this. You guys are hearing the same time. That's great. That's fantastic. Go Bravo says it feels like I'd be happy to run this post game all the way to the morning show. Probably not tonight, but I did say on the show early last week, if the Kings do make the play-in/playoffs, I want to do the post game all the way through the morning show. Like whenever Jason and everybody's done, I want to come in and I want to do the show all the way through to 9 a.m. 100 billion%. De'Aaron Fox tonight, 33-7, 9-9. That's Legion Hoops. It's another big place. Big Twitter account. Here's James with the Lighting of the Beam. I hadn't seen this yet, so here we go. Lighting of the Beam tonight.
Let's keep on. You guys got to go on the road for a little while, but before you go, we got one thing to do. Are you up for the task? Let's go. You ready to light the beam? Yes, sir.
That's so great. That's so great. I got to, and here's the thing. I think that's only going to get bigger and better. Everybody, for real. I can't tell tales out of school, but they're working on stuff. Let's just say this. They're working on some pretty cool stuff, and yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy it. I'm saying if there's anything else in the feed, not really. What more can I say other than? Yeah, listen, Eric. Let me address that because I want to see. I'm going to pop this comment up and then we'll end the show because I've heard this from a lot of people. The beam, like so many things that or catch on. It can't be planned. You can't be having you know what I'm saying? You can't be having meetings and all this stuff. You know, passing it through PR people. The best stuff is the stuff that just happens. It's just organic and it catches on and people love it. And that's what happened with this beam. So you got to remember, this is taking everybody kind of like by surprise and they're working day and night. There's some engineering stuff that goes with it too. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some things that I know are being thrown around that takes a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So they're working and it's awesome, but it's only going to get better. And there's no better team than the Kings entertainment ops to make stuff work. And I think when they get back, I mean, I don't want to promise anything for them, but my guess is when they get back from the road trip, the team does, there'll be some new and improved things. And then by the end of the year, look out. So anyways, Kings 137, Detroit 129. That was nice. And we'll be back tomorrow, 6 a.m. Honestly, it's a short week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because of the Thanksgiving holiday. But we will be there, Jason and myself. Jay's on vacation, so I think Nate is in with us. And, we'll recap, or should I say preview, the Niners game tomorrow. But we'll obviously do a ton of recapping on this game. We're going to have Kevin Huerter on Wednesday as well. And we're also going to have a very I don't think I can announce it yet, but we're going to have somebody cool on Tuesday. Somebody that doesn't do a lot of media with the Kings. I think you guys will enjoy. So listen, for Katie Christensen, who joined us earlier, and all of you, thank you so much. You're the absolute best. I need a better out. You know what I'm saying? I need a better out other than just buy and then it just ends. Maybe I'll see if I can hit this and it'll kick me out. Kings win. The Kings win 6 in a row. Light the beam, baby. I'll see you on social media and I'll see you on Sactown Sports tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.